The beauty of small moments, reflections on life, time, and our place in the universe. Sometimes, life offers us lessons in the most unexpected ways. Not through grand events or dramatic changes, but through quiet, ordinary moments that catch us off guard. This story begins with something as simple as a pair of muddy shoes. Yet it leads us into deep reflections about life, time, and what it means to be alive in this vast, mysterious universe. A muddy pair of shoes. It started with something small. I had just bought a new pair of shoes. They were simple, but to me, they were perfect. Comfortable, stylish, and just right for a walk on a cool, cloudy afternoon. The sky was drizzling lightly, but I didn't mind. The air smelled fresh, and there was something calming about the soft patter of raindrops. As I walked, I wasn't really paying attention to where I stepped. Then suddenly, my foot sank into a patch of mud. A thick, wet, sticky mess clung to the bottom and sides of my brand new shoes. My first reaction was frustration. I had just gotten them, and now they were a mess. I sat down on a bench nearby, muttering under my breath, annoyed at the rain, the mud, the whole situation. But as I sat there, wiping away the mud with a tissue, something shifted in my mind. I realized the shoes could be cleaned. The mud wasn't permanent. And just like that, my mood started to lift. That little frustrating moment was just that little. It would pass. Just like all difficult moments eventually do. This led me to wonder, why do we let such small things distract us from the larger picture of life? Why do we let fleeting discomforts cloud our appreciation for being alive at all? Why are we here? That muddy shoe moment sparked a much bigger question in my mind, one that has echoed through the thoughts of countless people over generations. Why are we here? Our planet, Earth, is about 4.5 billion years old. For most of that time, there were no humans at all. Just rocks, oceans, volcanoes, and over time, plants and animals. Only recently on the scale of Earth's history did human beings arrive. We live on a planet that seems just right for life, not too hot, not too cold. We have water to drink, air to breathe, and light from the sun to keep us warm. It all seems so perfectly arranged. But why? Why are we here, and why now? Is it just a coincidence? Or is there something more behind it all? A brief candle in a vast night. To truly grasp how short human life is, we can try a thought experiment. Imagine compressing the entire history of the Earth into one single day, 24 hours. In this version, human beings would only appear in the last few seconds before midnight. That's how small our time is compared to the grand story of the Earth. Our individual lives? Even briefer. Like sparks from a fire, glowing for a moment before fading into the dark. And yet, we spend so much of our brief time worrying about things that, in the long run, might not matter at all. That muddy shoe, that missed appointment, that disagreement, these things can consume our thoughts, even though they are so tiny in the vast stretch of time. But knowing how short life is doesn't have to feel depressing. In fact, it can make every moment feel more valuable, more precious, more worth savoring. Time, a human creation. Time feels so real to us. We plan our days around it. We look at clocks, we schedule meetings, we remember birthdays and anniversaries. But in truth, time, at least as we know it, is something humans invented. A day is just the amount of time it takes the Earth to spin once. A year is how long it takes the Earth to travel around the sun. We measure hours, minutes, and seconds because it helps us make sense of our lives. It helps us stay organized. But time isn't something that exists like a stone or a tree. It's more like a concept. Something we created to understand change and motion. Scientists believe the universe is around 13.8 billion years old. That number is so big it's hard to imagine. Compared to that, our own lives are a blink. But that blink is ours. And what we do with it matters. The ever-changing universe. Nothing in the universe stays the same. Stars are born, burn for billions of years, and then die. Even our own sun, which gives us light and warmth every day, will one day run out of energy. When that happens billions of years from now, the Earth will be swallowed up in the expanding sun. Long before that, life as we know it will have changed beyond recognition. The universe itself is expanding. Galaxies are moving farther and farther apart. One day, the stars may grow so distant that the sky becomes dark and empty. No more twinkling lights. No more night sky as we know it. This reminds us of something very important: everything is temporary. Nothing lasts forever. Not stars, not planets, not even the universe as we know it. And that makes our short lives all the more meaningful. The gift of limited time. We often think of shortness as a weakness. We wish we had more time. We wish life were longer. But maybe it's the very limit of our time that gives life its flavor. Think about it. If we could live forever, would we still appreciate a sunrise? Would we still smile at the warmth of a cup of tea or the laughter of a friend? Would we still pause to enjoy a blooming flower or a beautiful song? It is because our time is limited that we treasure these things. Knowing that life won't last forever helps us see how special it really is. Like a sunset or the last few notes of a beautiful melody, life is most beautiful because it doesn't last. What makes us human? Out of all the living things on earth, we humans have something truly special. We are not just alive, we are aware. We think. We feel. We wonder. We write stories, paint pictures, dream of things that do not yet exist. We ask questions like, what is the meaning of life, or what happens after we die? This ability to be aware of ourselves and our place in the universe is called consciousness. And it's one of the most mysterious and beautiful things about being human. But it's also what makes us feel small sometimes. When we look up at the stars and think about how vast the universe is, we can feel tiny. Insignificant, even. Yet in that very smallness, there is something incredibly profound. Because even if the universe is not aware of us, we are aware of it. We can think about it, wonder about it, and feel a part of it. Are we alone? As we peer deeper into space, we discover more and more galaxies, each one filled with stars, planets, and who knows what else. There are hundreds of billions of galaxies in the universe. Each one could contain billions of planets. And yet, so far, we have found no solid evidence of intelligent life beyond Earth. This leaves us with a curious feeling, a mix of wonder and loneliness. If we really are alone, then the responsibility we carry is enormous. We are the universe becoming aware of itself. We are the eyes and ears of existence. The only known witnesses to the beauty of the stars, the mystery of time, and the miracle of life. If that's true, then we are not small at all. We are precious beyond words. Making the most of our conscious moments. What, then, should we do with this rare and fleeting gift of life? There is no single answer. Some people find meaning in family. Others in helping others, creating art, exploring nature, or simply enjoying quiet moments of peace. The meaning of life is not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. It's something we create for ourselves. Every kind act, every smile we share, every connection we make adds to that meaning. Even in hard times, even in sadness, illness, or grief, there is meaning to be found. In comforting a friend, in holding someone's hand, in remembering the love we've shared with others. Each moment we truly live, truly feel, truly appreciate becomes meaningful. You matter, even in a vast universe. So, what can we learn from muddy shoes, starry skies, and the ticking of the clock? That even though we are small, even though the universe is vast, we are not without purpose. We are not meaningless. Even if the stars never know our names, what matters is that we know each other. That we share our lives, our stories, our hearts. Every kind gesture is like a little light in the dark, warming someone's day, easing their pain, reminding them they are not alone. The universe doesn't need to recognize us for us to have value. What matters is that we recognize each other. We live. We love. We lose. We remember. We laugh. We cry. We hope. And through all of it, We carry something beautiful, the ability to notice life and to care.